Welcome back, guys. It's time to show you what I got when I went shopping at the merchant center the other day. So let's dive right in because I got some really awesome things there. I'm going to try and tell you what I bought it for. I don't think any of the price tags are still on them because they take them off. Each vendor has like their booth name on it, so that way they know like who the money goes to and everything. So if I can remember, I'll tell you what I paid for it. And then I also looked up some comps and stuff, so if I can remember that, I'll tell you kind of the area of what it's worth or what I'm going to try and sell it for on eBay. So let's dig in, shall we? The first item I have here is this brass hinged lid ice bucket, which I always like brass items. It's a little bit muffed up, but it's still really cool. It's definitely old. I noticed that the jar inside, or the glass bucket inside, is a Pyrex dish, and it looks like it used to be sort of a mercury glass or like a coated in some sort of silvery material. So I paid $5 for this one. I looked it up. The only comps I saw were sold comps on the brass one, and it was selling for around $20, I want to say, plus shipping. I do free shipping on all of my listings. I just kind of incorporate the shipping cost into the cost of the item usually. So I'll probably list this one for about 35 bucks or so. I paid $5 for that, so I'm not going to make a huge profit on it, but I think it's cool, and maybe I'll put it for a little bit more. We'll see what we can get for that. So this next piece I personally love, and I can tell that it's super old. It's like a glass picture frame with this sort of, can you tell, it sort of looks like a wood grain in there. And then there's a chain wrapped around the whole thing and a little bit of leather wrapped around the edges. So I got this from one of the booths that said everything was 50% off. I want to say I paid $1.50 for this, maybe even $1. I'm not really sure. It was close to that. It was cheap. And I think it's deeply cool, and I think it's really pretty, and I'm going to find a black and white photo, something neat, maybe of my kids or parents or something, to put in the middle, because I'm keeping this for myself. I just really, really love it. Everyone else I've shown so far thinks it's weird or hideous or a little too handmade looking or crafty, but I don't know. I just really love it. It's my choice. I'm sticking with it. So this was the next item that I picked up. This deeply cool leather wrapped like decanter or heavy like glass bottle with the lid. And it has a signature on it. It says C. Moreno. Not really sure. I looked up. I didn't find anything with that name on it or anything even with like this hunting scene on it. Check out the deer. How cool is that? And then the cap even has, it looks like, I think it's Mr. Shakespeare if I'm not mistaken. But I just think everybody with one of these collars is Shakespeare because I'm pretty ignorant about that kind of stuff, I hate to admit. So it's missing the little cork in the bottom, which is not a huge deal. It's not great, but oh yeah, it has a little, but it's definitely old, worn, and other ones that I've seen that, I don't know, there wasn't anything similar. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about this one. I'm probably going to start it off pretty high just because there isn't anything like it, so it's unique. See what other leather wrapped kind of bottles are going for and try and price it in that sort of a range. So everything's wrapped up because you don't want it to break. Some of it's glass and stuff, and I'm really good at breaking things. So I bought these two little brass bud vases. They have like a floral and then a bird, I believe. Yeah, there's like a sparrow on there. They're really, really heavy. Like they probably weigh like 3 pounds a piece, maybe even. They're super heavy brass little bud vases. So, and they're like etched, hand etched and matching. Very cool. I think I paid 15 bucks for these. I have a thing for brass. I think I got it from my dad, but even before that, I had a thing for brass. And like gold tones. So I bought those. Again, I could not find any comps of anything that were exactly like those. So maybe I'll have to do a little more research. If you guys know, let me know. There's no other kind of markings on them or anything, so who knows? Alright. So this was $1. I paid $1 for this little fun, super, I think it's super hideous, but I think that's why I love it so much. Not sure what kind of dog, maybe Pomeranian or something. But it's unburned, like candle. I'm not sure who makes it, how old it is. Looks pretty old and funky, maybe even handmade, but I don't know. I just had to have it because it's so hideous. Alright, so this says John Van Bibber on it, which I guess is the maker. Paid $1 for this silhouette. She's got a cool hat on. It's kind of peeling a little bit. It says Mother 1941 down at the bottom. And then there's the name, and it's definitely a little muffed up. It's got some obvious signs of wear, and then the back also. It says, like, if you want copies of this, send it in. We'll send them back. I wonder if I could still... It's probably not there anymore, but anyway, that'd be cool. So there's that. Paid $1 for it. I think she's so cool. Maybe I'll keep it. Try and fix it up a little bit. Oh, it's candle wax on there. That sucks. That's a nightmare. Anyway, it's still really cool, even with the candle wax. Here we have a Corning brand heat-proof pitcher jug. I think it might have been a coffee dealie. It's supposed to, after looking it up, definitely supposed to have like a lid to it, but it has a really neat silver handle. I have like another one of these. It's a Pyrex one. Doesn't have a lid either, but in the baby's room, yes, I have glass in my baby's. I'll probably change his room up a lot before he's actually breaking things. Not that he's not trying already. Oh, this is in a couple pieces. I really love this thing. My boyfriend says that it's stupid and impractical. If you have like a big nice kitchen where you put like nice things out on your counter and stuff, which is not me, I have a very small house and kitchen, so I don't keep a lot of things like this, just for the sheer factor of space. But anyway, blah blah blah. This is a honey keeper, so it has the little wooden sort of spoon-ish thing. Taiwan. So it's vintage. Again, I could not find a comp. I couldn't find anything that was exactly like this one anywhere online. I did find a lot of their honey jars. They were like anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks selling for. I think I paid $4 for this one. I want to say it was $4. So I think it's really cool. And if you have like a cute country kitchen or like one of those really nice white kitchens or something, that could be for you. Oh, here's the first guy I picked up in my video. So here's the little, unfortunately, this little felt is coming off a little bit, which I can probably glue back on or just leave it as is. It's not a big deal because he stands up just fine without it. But anyway, he's got like little indents in him and glasses on. I think maybe they're not glasses. Maybe they're just like his eye outline, but there's the little jar, has a cork bit around the top. And I don't know, yeah, it looks like he was definitely supposed to be holding some sort of spoon dealie. Maybe he's also a honey jar? What do you guys think? Honey jar? $1. Paid $1 for him. This is cool, and I have a thing for these kind of things. I have a couple of like, whoa. I have a couple of like burlwood type of clocks from the redwood forest, and etc. etc. Some of them I have up for sale, but this is a petrified wood souvenir from the petrified forest, and it has a little dinosaur on it. His horn is broken. I guess it would be called a horn. Anyway, that one is broken off. I don't know if it really makes a big difference. To me, it didn't, because I just really love... I think that might even be like little pieces of the wood inside of the resin, which in one of my groups, they call this vomit art. So that's cool. There was no dinosaur petrified wood souvenir, but there were other souvenirs with little animals and stuff on them, and they were going the comps were all over the place. It was like anywhere from $5 to $20 and so on and so forth, up to like $50. So I'm not really sure what that particular one's worth. Sorry about the lighting. I'm using the literal sun as my lighting source in my room while my kids take a nap. This is real life, folks. Alright, so made in Japan. I found this, I believe it was $2 that I paid for this, and it's like a really cool painted pottery double-handled jug. Super into this style. The color is right on point. So I picked that up. I did not find anything like it again online. So, crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Treasure. This was $3 at the half off booth, so it was $1.50. It says Hybel. Oh, Jesus, you guys, I'm sorry, I keep bumping you. I'm gonna get it together, but anyway, that's what it says. The lady face on it. I'm not sure what kind of stone this is. If you know, tell me. It kind of has a little bit of like a jade tone to it. Maybe like a yellowy, I don't know. Anyway, $1.50, that was cool. There's one comp that was like almost the literally exact same thing, and that was going for $25. So I don't know, it might be worth selling. I have a thing for boxes, so I might end up keeping it. Alright, so on another table, I didn't get to show you in the video because there's just way too much stuff in this place. Maybe I'll have to make another video of a whole other side of the building. It's huge. You really only saw one side of the building. Anyway, on the other side, I found these, and I found 2 of them, and they say Arpeggi Chanel number 5. I know that. 14 karat gold. It's like a perfume infused or perfumed writing pen. So that's pretty cool. It says Chanel number 5, and then it says 14 karat gold filigree. So the little picture on that is in gold, and I like gold, so I definitely picked those up for $5 a piece. The comps I found on these, I found on other websites, so like on Poshmark and Etsy and stuff like that, and they were going for like $50 up to $90, depending on. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna list mine for. But at $5 a piece, they were definitely worth picking up. This is kind of a mystery to me because I can't find anything like it. I'm not sure what it's called. I have no idea who makes it, and I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be colored the way it is. So here it is. Okay. The little lidded jar. It has very shiny on the inside, gold. And it's like gold around, but it's a paint, like it looks like maybe it's painted pink over the gold. And I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be like that. Can you guys let me know if anyone knows what this is? I was calling it a compote, but I could be wrong, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be pink or just all gold. If you guys know anything about that, let me know. I just think it's kind of pretty. And I really like the color pink on it, so that was part of why I got it. Alright. Oh, I keep going in the shadows. Every time I turn, I'm like, oh god, and I'm back. Alright, anyway. My daughter spotted these. They are broken and they're a little dented, but they are deeply cool. Binoculars. I believe these are used for like, I used to watch plays and stuff back in the day. I'm not positive, but it's got a really cool scene on it of birds and berries and stuff. and it's made of brass, and it looks like maybe pewter, aluminum. I'm not really sure. Chevalier Paris, made in France. It's missing the little. When I looked these up, I found comps on them. I paid $7 for these. I don't know if I said that already, but anyway, I looked up the comps, and they go up to like $50 or something. But the one had this like a turny thing in the middle, and it would adjust your, I guess, depth of vision for that, and it's missing that, so. But that's okay. Alright, 3 more things left, and there are three that I really think are really cool. This, firstly, was that sort of stained glass, painted brass, soldered curio, I guess you would call this thing. 'Cause I tried to look it up. I didn't find one quite like this that hangs on the wall like this. But I did find little like cabinets and stuff that opened up and had multiple compartments and things. The one that I found that was anywhere near looking like this on eBay was going for $90. But it was like sort of, the front was like shaped and it stood on legs, but it was about this size. So I don't know. I paid $4. I might keep it. I have a thing for boxes. Did I mention that? And also I can put my little tiny things in it. It looks like it might fit my e-oils or something. So I don't know. When I show my boyfriend this stuff and I say maybe I'll keep this, he goes, sell it. Because we certainly don't need any more things. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this was definitely in my video. I showed this. This is what I called a John Wanamaker knife set, but it's actually, after a little bit of research, I found out that this might be a John Wanamaker box or casing for this particular knife set, which is a Butler stainless Sheffield, England knife set. So I found a knife set on eBay for $30 plus shipping. I did not find this knife set in a box or a box like this. I did find some John Wanamaker knife boxes that were like for like nice single sharp knives. So I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe $50 and we'll see what happens. That's the kind of the thing, is like you can always lower the price on something, and you can always raise it too if you really find out that it's worth more than you thought it was. So here was the surprise of the day, and also maybe my personal favorite item, and maybe my most profitable item of the day, other than possibly that leather wrapped jug that I got. And it is this beauty right here. So this is a Dial Dilectron German-made mid-century 50s wall clock. And it's brass and wood, and it's marked with the number on there. And it is super heavy. This thing probably weighs like 5, I'm not that great at this, 5 to 8 pounds or so. But it is definitely not light. It is heavy and quality made and very, very cool. And it works. I paid $5 for this. The only comp, I found a lot of the, not a lot, but I found some of the Dial, whatever maker, some of their stuff on eBay, but I didn't find anything that was like mid-century with this kind of style or the brass and wood on there. So I searched the internet and I found one on another web. I think it was Etsy. I found another website, and it was different, but it was wood and metal, and they wanted like $230 for it. So I don't know, you guys. This, I'm gonna start maybe $200, maybe more. We'll see. It's a little muffed up here in the front. Like, I'm not sure how that even happens because it's covered, but it got a little bit messed up in there somehow. So anyway, pretty cool. So I bought a pound of honey while I was there, and at $15. That was the most expensive thing I bought besides the little bud vases. So alright, so this is the first item I'm going to show you guys here, and I had to do it out here because you need to see it set up to see its full glory. So this here is a California Pottery mid-century, or at least it looks mid-century, the colors and everything. It's a Lazy Susan, a little serving plate, and all the pieces come off so you can share with friends. That I paid $9 for that. So I thought that was definitely worth $9, even if just to keep it, but I'll probably end up selling it. And I found a couple comps, so I'll show you guys those. So that's everything I bought on that trip. I'll try and show you guys what my sort of total profit expectation might be from what I spent to what I can expect to make from the things that I bought on this trip. And I'll put that here at the end of this video. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button down there. And if you like to see things like this, subscribe to my channel, because there's many more to come, I'm sure.